Procedure, we need an apron and goggles. We need a clamp and a retard stand, and then you put the clamp on the retard stand, and then you put on the burette onto the clamp, and then you put the flask on top of the burette, and then you put NaOH in it.
Hindi siya kasi ko. Nagalit na ito.
You fill it until the initial reading is 0. We pour until it's... You pour 50 milliliters of HCl into the volumetric, whatever, flask. And then you put it into the flask. And then you put 3 drops of phenolphthalein.
This guy titrated. He's like,
hello.
And then you shake.
For what?
So now he's gonna pour NaOH into the flask until it starts to change color.
Stir.
And he keeps on moving the flask around.
Stir.
Are we going to do static up? No, it's just protein. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, now we'll talk about the material needed for this.
It's exact.
Here is the formula. Here. This thing here is a torque stand. Here is a 250 milliliter beaker. Here is a smaller one. Is a 50 milliliter beaker. This here is a 250 milliliter volumetric flask. So I need. So we're done with. Don't you need a lid? Signature move. Bye. So I need. How much do I need?
Should I set up this?
You guys, you gotta talk about this.
Yeah, how much does it need?
Yo, I ain't on this side.
I'll picture these for fun.
You're so shy in front of you. Exactly, right? But I'm not gonna put this on YouTube. Yes,
So now the color changed. So then, yeah, and then we need the delta. I mean,
It's at the equivalence point.
it's at the equivalence point. So now we need
when
the.
the color changes, it's at the equivalency point. So we find out the initial volume, and then we find out the final, and then we get delta V. Cut it.
So now we need the readings from V1 and V2 to find out delta V. And then after this, you just do cleanup, and we're done. And then we do the calculation.
Aw.